All right, here we go. We're back. We're live. Whoa. We don't do smooth transitions. We're cooking yet another bread tomato salad. What are you going to do? It's the end of summer. Got to get the last of the harvest. Going back to my boy Yotam. This is a great one for host. Like if you're just showing up to a barbecue, you just have everything prepped and then boom. Toast the oil, toast the bread, make it together at the last second, and it's honestly it's delicious. Like this bread is insane, and this olive oil. I think last time I made heaps of it, just for all kinds of dippage. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm also going to be having some steak and mushrooms to go with it. So first of all, I'm going to season my steak. And I'm going to get this bread in the oven. Just needs a little toasting. And we go to the left hand because this one now has red meat juice on it. And that's just going to hang out. I'll pepper it at the end after I've cooked it, otherwise I'll burn the pepper. So I'm just going to put this aside. And get the oil going. I'm going to get the oil. No, I'll put this in the oven first. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit frazzled. So we want pretty rough chunks. They're going to be about the size of probably what these tomatoes are going to end up like, to be honest. That'd be the best way to go about it. Yeah. Ideally this would be a bit thicker, but I got pre-sliced bread, you know. That miracle invention. So that's just going to go into a preheated oven. About 180. I haven't put any oil or any salt or anything on this because it's all kind of going to get seasoned later. It's literally just to get it a little bit brown. I mean, you could just put this toast. You could put it straight in the toaster. Probably would have been the easier way actually, and then you would have just hacked it up when it's done. But anyway, the oven's on. The bread's in. Olive oil. Okay, we're going to go over to the pot situation. It just wants to be low. Don't want to burn anything. And 100 mils, which is just a little bit more than 3 shots. Which I probably shouldn't be advocating for, but anyway. And then we're going to have, I'm going to do 5 cloves of garlic because that's what, actually I'm going to do 6 cloves of garlic because that's what fell out of what was left of my head of garlic. So these just want to be smushed up a bit so they're easy to peel. And then there's all these little craggly bits in there that will absorb all this lovely oil. That one needs a little persuasion. So again, this should be another one that should come together quite easily. Like steak doesn't take long to cook. Mushrooms don't really take that long to cook. The only thing that's going to go wrong is if I just forget about that bread over there and burn it. And I've just got some anchovies and oil. I think it says about 4, 5, 6 anchovy fillets. again, this is the type of thing where if you make too much, it's actually not the end of the world. It's probably better for you in the long run. Alright, so that is just doing its thing over there. That might be a little bit low. Famous last words. Alright, now I'm going to just prep up these mushies. Just going to rip the stalks out of them. And maybe thirds. Ish. I'll be honest, I'm not like the most, the biggest expert when it comes to mushrooms. All I sort of understand is that you can't really overcook them. I could be wrong, but you just cook all the moisture out, and then all of a sudden you have these delicious sponges. And in which case, well, in our case, they're going to be sponging up all this garlicky anchovy goodness. Oh God, not this again. Did I just put the lock on? That's probably why. Yep. Nice one. Just gonna go a bit of salt in my oil and salt on the mushrooms. Not gonna do any oil in that, I'm just gonna let it dry fry. Again, hopefully cook some of the moisture out of it. And that's that, that's just gonna hang out for a while. Bread is not burning. Steak is coming up to room temperature, and that salt is just absorbing nicely. So, move on to these tomatoes. How am I going to do these? I'm just going to get rid of that to begin with. I might just cut them in half. And my bread is kind of looks like that. So I might just do the same. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Just so everything's all, you know, the same size bites. So you can get a piece of bread and it's a piece of tomato, and it's not going to be too big for your mouth. That's how I like to operate anyway. So what's that? Sixths. I've got another, I think we're cooking another recipe out of this book tomorrow, so I might record that as well. Just do a triple header of your boy Yotam. Lovely. I'll just wipe my board off. And that's what tomatoes look like. Okay. tablespoon of capers. I'm just going to dump on my board, give them a rough chop. And then they go. I've got a little bit of, where are we? I'll go this way, that's probably smarter. I've got some parsley and some basil. I'm just going to smush it up into a ball, into a fist. And again, give that a aggressive little choppy. Yep, beautiful. In she goes. And now the recipe does ask for lemon zest and lemon juice, but I only got lime, so I'm going with that. So I'm just going to struggle a lot. You never know, sometimes the grater works better than the zester. Well, that's what I'm telling you. I find the grating's easier to get out. And you know, I like a rustic, chunky presentation, so I'll die on that hill. Zest in. Oh, spray yourself in the eye with lime juice. Then we'll go a little bit of salt. Yeah, we will. Not too much, because obviously there's salt and everything else. And just give that a little mixy. And that's that for now. Yeah. Alright, back over on our pan situation. Mushies are going a wee bit brown. They're shrinking. I know that's not a lot, but it's just for me. Cass is not going to have mushrooms, and that's fine. She's also entitled to her opinion. That's that. I swear this kitchen is so big, I have to walk so far to the sink. Okay. Let's check that oil. Might turn that up a little bit actually. And I'll just spoon a little bit of this oil over these mushrooms. Now that the mushrooms have lost a bit of their yucky flavour, I'll put some nice flavour into them. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave those mushrooms sit there in the pan as they are. Actually, no. Here's a smarter idea. Move that over there, and put that on there. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Bread's almost ready. Yeah, I think we're cooking with gas here. All right, our oil is infused. Okay, we've got a little bit of script here. Yeah, okay. Oh my God, this smells incredible. So I'm just smushing up all these goodies in here. Okay. Just let that hang out there, and I'll get our steak going, which I'm not going to overcook. I'm manifesting. So I like to go 4 and 2, which, all right, 551. That's not very hot, is it? All right, steak is cooking, kind of out of focus, but that's okay. Bread is nice and crunchy, and I'm just going to take some of this, drizzle it over. Just try and get some oil on this bread just to soften it up. Like, I know we've made it all crunchy, but it's, you know, there's nothing better than warm bread dipped in some nice hot olive oil. All right, and in my little tomato concoction. And just a little mixy mix. some chili flakes, some pepper, bit more of this goodness. Now again, if you don't like anchovies, don't worry about it. It's not such a fishy fish. I feel like it's more like you're just tasting the ocean a little bit. Like it's just a little bit of salt. Just put that over there. Oh my god, can you hear that crunch? Beautiful. Alright, back to our steak. Probably a little bit early, but I didn't really have the pan hot enough to begin with. Just add a little bit of oil to this concoction. I'm just gonna almost like olive oil bath this. I don't know if it's gonna work very well, but these mushrooms do look quite sad, don't they? Probably didn't need to do them, to be honest, because there's quite a lot of salad here. Alright, this camera here is run on 20% battery, so we're running against the clock here. But we're pretty much done. The steak, yeah, I think I'm going to take it off now. So I just flipped that after about 4 or 5 minutes. And put pepper on it on the seared side. Cooked it for another 2 or so minutes. And now I'm just going to let it rest for a bit. You know, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever. Probably not that long for the sake of this video because I'm not going to stand here and chit chat. But, I mean, I don't have nice fancy yellow, probably should have done that. Probably should have got some nice heirloom tomatoes. But, again, done pretty well here. If you do make this, basically you just want to keep the tomato mixture separate until you're ready to eat. And just do it all together at the last second, otherwise your bread's going to go soggy. There's like a perfect point where the bread's still toasty from the oven, but it's also just a little bit soggy from the oil and all the lime or lemon juice, whatever you use. But there we have it. What is this called? Tomato and bread salad with anchovies and capers. Yotam, coming at you again with another great one. I'm going to cut the steak up on camera because I am not afraid of criticism. How am I going to do this? I want to make this look nice. I'm just going to cut it straight down the guts. And look at that. A little bit under, but if I'd let that rest for maybe a few more minutes, I think I am just going to let that rest a little bit longer, but hey, that's going to be a juicy piece of meat. And that is going to be a delicious salad. And you can make it, and it's incredibly simple because that's what the book's called. So get at it. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, you're coming up on summer, so you'll be able to have all these beautiful tomatoes. I'm just leaving the summer months. I'm heading into dreary fall and winter and beyond. So everyone pray for me and my family, and hopefully we survive the Northern Hemisphere winter. This is my first time up here. I'm beyond scared, so thank you and good night. Have a great one. And bon appetito. Delicioso. Hell yeah.